In today's age of storytelling where everything can and honestly is content, there's something even more important than just having a camera, and that's a microphone. People can sit through a video even if it's only 720p, but the moment the audio is bad, they're out. Enter the new Hollyland Lark Max 2, a set of wireless mics that are absolutely essential for content creators. Whether you're capturing your own voice, sound effects, discrete audio for a podcast, filming interviews, or doing voiceovers, microphones are very, very important. And in 2025, we all want the tools that make our work easier. And maybe that's why I'm actually always on the lookout for what's new and how it can improve my workflow. The Lark Max was already one of my favorite mics because of its great features, but then the Lark M2 came and it quickly became my go-to microphone. I honestly thought that if Hollyland ever updated the Lark Max, they'd probably just make it smaller. But boy, was I wrong. And so with that said, let's just go over what's new with the Lark Max 2. The first thing you'll notice, obviously, is how much smaller it is. The original wasn't huge, but Hollyland managed to shrink it down even more. And this is done without sacrificing functionality. It still has a clip for shirts, pockets, and more. You can actually use the included magnet for a more discreet placement. Now come to think of it, the marketing for the original Lark Max estimated 7.5 hours of battery life for the transmitter, but somehow they managed to extend it to 11 hours on the new Lark Max 2 transmitter, even though it's significantly smaller. And this is actually even without considering the extra battery life that you get with a charging case. Now to me, here's where things get wild. The Lark Max 2 records in 32-bit float internally for up to 10 hours, but you can actually drop it down to 24-bit and you get even more recording time. But what's crazy is this. Unlike other mics that only transmit 24-bit to the receiver, the Lark Max 2 can actually transmit the 32-bit that it's recording to compatible devices, allowing you to actually record the 32-bit audio into your compatible device. Noise cancellation in itself is a game changer for audio. I mean, if you come to think about it, there's been an upgrade to noise cancellation. You can actually adjust the strength of the noise cancellation, and that's really impressive if you think about it. In the previous model, you could either turn it on or off, but now you can dial it to your preference. And so if you're thinking that all of this sounds great, but it's only good for those who shoot on cameras, you're actually wrong, because inside the case, there's a second receiver with USB-C. And so you can plug this directly into your iPhone or Android. You can use the main receiver too, but to me, it's a bit bulky for phones, and so I actually wouldn't recommend that. And so if you think with a USB-C receiver you don't have control, there actually is an app that gives you even more control. I've personally never needed timecode for any of my projects, and I don't think I actually was missing out on anything. But now that it's actually in this camera, I'm definitely going to experiment with it and see what all the fuss is about. Also, if you've been paying attention, you might have noticed that there's no obvious input for a lav mic. And you think, oh, they made it so small, maybe they dropped it. But no.
Why would you think?
It's actually included as an adapter that plugs right into the bottom of the transmitter. And this sounds nice, but to me the craziest part of all this is the wireless monitors, or let me call it headphones, that come with some combinations of the mic system. They have a nice charging case, they stick over your ears, and they feel really light. But I'm just happy that you can wirelessly monitor what's coming from the receiver to ensure that your mic is working, or you can actually attach a cable to the receiver and monitor what's coming from your camera, if that makes sense. So whether I'm filming solo or there's a dedicated sound person, they can non-intrusively ensure that everything concerning sound is working. I mean, either way, it gives me peace of mind, because whether it's wind noise, rustling clothes, ambient sounds, or my mic not working, trust me, I'll be able to catch it with the monitors. Oh, and one more thing. This receiver can handle up to 4 transmitters at once, and that's huge because it's suitable for group interviews or podcasts or any time that you need to mic up more than 2 people. Hollyland has packaged these in different combinations, and so you can pick exactly what works for your needs. And so if you're in Ghana, you can get it from Impact Photo Store. I'll leave a link in the description, or if you're watching this video somewhere else in the world, I'm going to leave links to Amazon and B&H as well. Hollyland fits everything neatly into a pouch. The charging case, the headphones, the lav mic, the magnets, everything. And so again, whether I'm filming solo or working with a team, the Hollyland Lark Max 2 genuinely makes life easier. Let me know what you think in the comments, and if you've used this mic or any others, I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'll catch you guys in the next one.